Lesson 1. Bob's Day at Work. Bob works as a manager in a furniture store. Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales. Bob's new advertising campaign hasn't helped. Peter decides to fire him.
Bob, I hate to break the news, but our sales were down again last month.
Down again, Peter?
Yeah, these days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store.
But everything in there costs an arm and a leg.
That's true. They do charge top dollar.
And their salespeople are very strange. They really give me the creeps.
Well, they must be doing something right over there. Meanwhile, we're about to go belly up.
I'm sorry to hear that. I thought my new advertising campaign would save the day.
Let's face it, your advertising campaign was a real flop.
Well, then I'll go back to the drawing board.
It's too late for that. You're fired.
What? You're giving me the axe?
Yes, I've already found a new manager. She's as sharp as a tack.
Can't we even talk this over? After all, I've been working here for 10 years.
There's no point in arguing, Bob. I've already made up my mind.
Oh well, at least I won't have to put up with your nonsense anymore. Goodbye to you and goodbye to this dead-end job.
Please leave before I lose my temper.
Idioms, Lesson 1. About to, ready to, on the verge of. Example 1, it's a good thing Bob left the furniture store when he did. Peter was so angry, he was about to throw a dining room chair at him. Example 2, I'm glad you're finally home. I was just about to have dinner without you. After all, despite everything, when everything has been considered, the fact is. Example 1, you'd better invite Ed to your party. After all, he's a good friend. Example 2, it doesn't matter what your boss thinks of you. After all, you're going to quit your job anyway. At least, anyway, the good thing is that. Example 1, we've run out of coffee, but at least we still have tea. Example 2, Tracy can't afford to buy a car, but at least she has a good bicycle. To break the news, to make something known. Example 1, Samantha and Michael are getting married, but they haven't yet broken the news to their parents. Example 2, you'd better break the news to your father carefully. After all, you don't want him to have a heart attack. To cost an arm and a leg, to be very expensive. Example 1, a college education in America costs an arm and a leg. Example 2, all of the furniture at Honest Abe's costs an arm and a leg. Dead-end job, a job that won't lead to anything else. Example 1, Diane realized that working as a cashier was a dead-end job. Example 2, Jim worked many dead-end jobs before finally deciding to start his own business. Let's face it, accept a difficult reality. Example 1, let's face it, if Ted spent more time studying, he wouldn't be failing so many of his classes. Example 2, let's face it, if you don't have a college degree, it can be difficult to find a high-paying job. To give one the creeps, to create a feeling of disgust or horror. Example 1, Ted's friend Matt has 7 earrings in each ear and an I love mom tattoo on his arm. He really gives Nicole the creeps. Example 2, there was a strange man following me around the grocery store. He was giving me the creeps. To go back to the drawing board, to start a task over because the last try failed, to start again from the beginning. Example 1, Frank's new business failed, so he had to go back to the drawing board. Example 2, the president didn't agree with our new ideas for the company, so he had to go back to the drawing board. To go belly up, to go bankrupt. Example 1, many people lost their jobs when Enron went belly up. Example 2, my company lost $3 million last year. We might go belly up. To give someone the axe, to fire someone. Example 1, Mary used to talk to her friends on the phone all day at work, until one day her boss finally gave her the axe. Example 2, poor Paul. He was given the axe 2 days before Christmas. To lose one's temper, to become very angry. Example 1, Bob always loses his temper when his kids start talking on the telephone during dinner. Example 2, when Ted handed in his essay 2 weeks late, his teacher really lost her temper. To make up one's mind, to reach a decision, to decide. Example 1, Stephanie couldn't make up her mind whether to attend Harvard or Stanford. Finally, she chose Stanford. Example 2, do you want an omelette or fried eggs? You'll need to make up your mind quickly because the waitress is coming. No point in, no reason to, it's not worth doing something. Example 1, there's no point in worrying about things you can't change. Example 2, there's no point in going on a picnic if it's going to rain. To put up with, to endure without complaint. Example 1, for many years, Barbara put up with her husband's annoying behavior. Finally, she decided to leave him. Example 2, I don't know how Len puts up with his mean boss every day. Real flop or flop, a failure. Example 1, the Broadway play closed after just 4 days. It was a real flop. Example 2, the company was in trouble after its new product flopped. To save the day, to prevent a disaster or misfortune. Example 1, the Christmas tree was on fire, but Ted threw water on it and saved the day. Example 2, we forgot to buy champagne for our New Year's party, but Sonia brought some and really saved the day. As sharp as a tack, very intelligent. Example 1, Jay scored 100% on his science test. He's as sharp as a tack. Example 2, Anna got a scholarship to Yale. She's as sharp as a tack. To talk over, to discuss. Example 1, Dave and I spent hours talking over the details of the plan. Example 2, before you make any big decisions, give me a call and we'll talk things over. Top dollar, the highest end of a price range, a lot of money. Example 1, Nicole paid top dollar for a shirt at Banana Republic. Example 2, wait until those jeans go on sale. Why pay top dollar?